Sure.
So you got to be thinking about, well, where are the places where my money can be most impactful?
Yeah.
So there are a few areas that are going to do well right now.
Yeah.
Well, there's well, and then there's less impacted.
Okay.
So things are going to do well.
Yeah.
Energy is going to do well.
Okay.
Okay. So we like ETFs.
Yep.
So XLE is an energy ETF.
Okay.
So it's going to include a lot of these oil companies that are benefiting from the potential spike in oil prices.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Think about Chevron, think about Exxon, think about ConocoPhillips. Then there are the defense companies. So if we're at war, if there's an international conflict, the defense companies will do well.
Yep.
Okay. RTX is a company that I really, really like. It used to be called Raytheon. Okay. Northrop Grumman. But you don't have to buy those individually. Mm-hmm. There's an ETF for that as well. Then there's consumer products. So let's talk a little bit about consumer products. These are the things that we're gonna buy regardless of what's happening in the world.
Okay.
Okay. You gotta wipe your butt.
Sure do.
Whether there's peace or people tripping overseas, okay? Hopefully, you're gonna buy that tissue paper.
Yes, sir.
Okay? We still gotta brush our teeth.
Yes, sir.
Whether we happy or we beefing with people in the Middle East.
Fact.
Right? So those are our consumer products. So XLP is an ETF for consumer products.
Wow.
Yeah. So you think about $500. I'm going $150 into my energy stocks. I'm going $100 into consumer products, $100 into defense. Keep $100 in a high yield savings account.
Yeah.
Maybe $50 you can keep in a regular savings account.
That's good.
That's $500.
That's $500 right there.
And so you're exposed to the companies that are going to do well.
Yep.
Consumer products is more so about stability.
Yes.
Because regardless of what's happening in the market, that's an ETF that's going to, give you some stability. It's not going to go up a whole lot, but it's not going to go down as much when the market declines.
What's going on, fam? Hey, listen, if you're serious about getting out of debt, building real wealth, and creating a life of freedom, this is your home. I want to personally invite you to subscribe to the channel right now, because every single week we're dropping videos that will help you take control of your money. It will help you shift your money mindset and break money generational cycles. You see, this channel isn't just content. It's honestly a movement. Over 1 million people have joined this community over the last 4 years. I'm still blown away by that, to be honest. And our mission is bold. It is to eliminate $1 billion in debt and build $500 million in assets by the year of 2050. We talk real money, real freedom, and real legacy here at the table. No fluff, no credit card hacks, just the truth that will set you and your family up for a better financial future. Do yourself a favor and join this family, join this movement by hitting that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and join this journey, because this is where financial freedom begins. Let's get back to the show. Hit that subscribe button.
And thank you for teaching us this, because I think it's very, very important for people to understand the basic stuff, because a lot of people, they only got $25, $50, $100 to invest. And I even think a lot of my audience, y'all can find $500 to $1,000. I want to talk to the people who are making, Courtney, about $30,000 to about $80,000 a year. And many of them are living paycheck to paycheck. With the war that we're seeing, I can't say call it a war yet. The battle, the issues between Iran, Israel, now, the United States. What would you tell them if they were sitting right across from you right now, saying, hey, listen, what is that wake up call? What is that wake up conversation you would tell that individual who's making that average income, the living paycheck to paycheck? How would you encourage them to go from living paycheck to paycheck to letting some things go, to getting out of consumer debt as much as possible and investing?
Yeah, so I like to say, I'm from North Nashville, right? So, we're a little country, we're a little hood, but, when you have the option of two things, there's a term that we use, and it's both of them.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Both of them. That means do all things.
All of them.
Both options, okay? So when it comes to paying off debt and investing, do both.
Okay.
Now, I want to be clear about, because I understand the concern about the debt.
Yeah.
Because when you have debt, it's like reverse investing, okay? It's your money working against you. Mm-hmm. We have to get that paid off. Mm-hmm. But investing is important because the time that we don't invest, we don't get that back.
Facts.
Okay, so we do have to do both. I do believe, especially if we're talking about consumer debt, like credit card debt, we got to get rid of it. So 85 to 90% of your money dedicated to paying off the debt, especially if that debt has an interest rate that's like 12% or higher.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, that has to go because the returns that you're going to get in the market it's going to be really hard to beat that.
Facts.
Right? To offset that. So you got to get that paid off.
Facts.
That other 10 to 15% invested to take advantage of the time.
Yeah.
Now, we have some people who have some consumer debt and it's 5%, 10%. When that's the situation, when there's an opportunity where we may be able to invest that money to get a greater return, you don't have to be as aggressive. So, instead of it being 85 to 90%, you may take it down a little bit, maybe to 75 to 80%, 70 to 75%, because you want to invest that money because you could potentially get greater returns than the interest that you're paying on the debt. But you got to do both of them.
What's going on, fam? Hey, real quick break from the show. I want to give you the direct link to where you need to go to put that $100 because 2025 is the year that we are going to make smart investments. And you got to go over and check out my friends at Moomoo. You see, it's 2025 and it's time to get serious about growing your money. With that extra $100, instead of spending it on something fleeting, I want you to invest it and watch it multiply today. Meet my friends Moomoo, the trading app that's redefining how we build wealth with real-time data, powerful analytics, and easy-to-use platforms that has index funds inside of this platform. Moomoo is the ultimate starting point for your investment strategy in 2025. Whether you're new to the game or seasoned pro, Moomoo is designed to help you invest smarter and grow faster. That's right. All you have to do is go to anthonyoneil.com/Moomoo today and start investing for your future. It's commission-free. It's simple. It's direct. It's the best place to put your $100. Listen, go to anthonyoneil.com/Moomoo after you finish watching this show for me and my friend, my brother, Courtney. All right? Love you.
You're the investing expert. I have my thoughts. I think you probably even know where I stand. I heard one specific person. I hear a lot of actual influencers, which is one of the reasons why I'm back in school. And I want to say this. Courtney is not an influencer. This man has a MBA, in finance. So he's educated and quote unquote influencer because he has a huge reputation on social media. But he's not an influencer just regurgitating stuff off of ChatGPT and Google. All right. So we have a financial expert here, which is why one of the main reasons why I'm back in school, because I want to make sure that I wasn't just an influencer. No, I ain't trying to knock no one else who's non-educated. Love y'all. But expert, I heard a financial influencer, I heard several, say that 401ks is a waste of money, even if you're matching. Would you say that's true in the investing space?
Yeah, that's bad advice.
I was sweating over here, like, cause you had your face like, I thought you was about to say, no, I agree.
And, some things we got to take hard stances on, right?
Right.
People have different strategies and they have different ideas and they want to reallocate percentages a certain type of way.
Yeah.
You get those trolls online like, well, actually, the percentage of that. And like, all right, bro, man, like, you move 5% somewhere else. But when things are just blatantly wrong, like we gotta call that out.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like we are here to empower people, to help people do the right things.
Yeah.
Man, we're not gonna tolerate or be politically correct when people are providing incorrect information. And to say that a 401k or any type of employer-sponsored retirement account is bad investment, that is bad advice.
Why would you say that's bad advice?
It's bad advice for a couple different reasons. Number one, you specifically said a match. So if an employer is matching, that is literally free money. That's pulling up and somebody just giving you money that you can invest.
Facts.
All right. So there's no situation. If somebody see you on the street, they're like, hey man, here extra $10,000. Are you walking away from that? There's nobody watching this show that's been like, you know what? God has been good.
Right.
I'm gonna let you give that to somebody else. Like,
right.
Come on, bro. Like, nah, give me them 10 bands.
Facts.
And that's what you doing when you saying that a match is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Now, there are some situations to where maybe an employer doesn't match at all, and they just have a retirement plan.
Yeah.
Well, there's a situation that, well, it's not that the retirement plan is bad. Well, it may be more beneficial to you as an employee to do a self-directed plan because you're going to have more investment options than what your employer offers.
Facts.
So it's not that the 401k is bad. It's just, it may be better for you to do your own thing on the side.
And would you say that's the best time? And I totally 110% agree with you. That's the best time when you have a financial planner or advisor that you sit down with and you look at your entire portfolio and say, you know what? Okay, we're seeing that you're getting about an 8% over here in a 401k. You might be able to get a 12% or 10% over here. So it's not that the 401k is bad. It's that you can get a better return over here. Maximize this stuff. And if you maximize all this and you still have some extra money, then go back to your 401k and max it out.
Exactly. And it matters to do that. Let me tell you why. This is a real story.
Okay.
So, we do a retirement analysis for people in our community or anybody that's interested.
Yeah.
There's somebody I was talking to last week. She had a 401k. It was being matched by an employer. She was participating, doing all of the right things. She was actually maximizing her 401k contribution. So she was killing it.
Wow.
But in looking, I was like, well, you have some options to where you can get a better return through these investments.
Good.
I did the analysis for her. Changing those investments at the time of retirement benefited her to the tune of $2 million. An extra $2 million. So, we helped her make the change. So doing that analysis, looking at where your money is invested, even if it is invested, it could potentially be invested better. And you got to look at that.